to Age of Listening channel. We're looking at the world news at the moment, and when I mean the world, I'm basically just talking about the USA and England, only because I didn't get that many people that were that interested in the other countries. So if you're not going to comment and there's not that many likes from that particular country, then I'll have to drop you, because there's no point. Anyway, so I'm going to do 2 cards of an overall situation with the oracle cards, and then I'll do one from my guide, and then I'm just going to do a 9-card spread looking at the general atmosphere and the countries as the coherent. Okay, so hello everybody, hello new subscribers, hope you're all doing well. I told you back in 2019 that there was going to be a great awakening. Probably I was a bit subtle, and I didn't really make it abundantly clear, probably because I just didn't want to be taken down. I think we've all gone through that phase. But and I did say it would cause an awful lot of you to question yourselves and pick a side, basically, but not really so much as pick a side. That's wrong. It's more about know your worth and stand up for yourself and decide what it is you want in life. You know, make a choice. So I said it back then, and I've sat back and I've watched everything that's gone on. So let's see. Oh, good grief. Earth Mother, Star Mother, Earth Mother. Wow. And now let's look at, these are one of my favourites. This is the Hero's Journey. I love these. Brilliant. Let's see what my guide has to say, because I love my guide. And he told me that something would be happening on the 8th. And we all know what happened on the 8th in the UK. And that was 2 years ago. So let's see what my guide has to say now. Okay, so we're ready. I won't be doing those today. Good grief. Don't I get the best cards? So we've got 3 archetypes here of women. You've got the mother of the spiritual mother, the Earth Mother, and you were invited to show up. You were invited to show up. So a lot of female energy coming on here, and you guys must be utterly fed up of hearing about it. We want some sort of Earth Fathers, don't we? Where's the Earth Fathers? But anyway, I do want to stick up for masculine energy. It's much needed, guys. So, but anyway, we have the spiritual mother, and I would say, looking at that, I'm not going to read from it, but it's the 2 very, very positive cards. You've got the taking care of yourself, going within, and it's definitely a time for all of the countries, wherever you live, to go within. Use your intuition. Go to my steps of intuition and go through those. They're very melodic, so do it while you're cycling or something. I shouldn't say that, should I? Don't do it while you're driving. Don't sue me. But do it while you're walking the dog or something. And they're very, very good at enabling you to tap into your own frequencies and what you believe. And we've got another very positive card of faith, and it will all be okay. The earth has a way of doing what it wants when it wants, no matter how we try and manipulate things. And what's interesting on this card is actually the moon. I think it's got constellations within it, but actually the moon on here tells me that things are mapped out. I'm getting the impression that things are all mapped out for the good, and everything's going to be fine. And have faith, because the card is about having faith. I hope you can see that there. I'll leave that there. And my guide is saying to you, you are invited. Suit up, show up, and open up. You're invited. Invited to take part, really, is what I would say. Don't be a spectator anymore. And I said this back in 2019, that there was going to come a time when we'd all have to suit up and show up, whether that be voting or whether that be going to your meetings and forming alliances, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean. So all over the world. Okay, and my guys just said this is for both USA and America. So okay, that's great to hear. That's wonderful, and also easier for me. Okay, so let's look at England first. We're in a time of shake-up, great shake-up, and things are going to be popping off. In my past readings, we were talking about things in the UK. If you look back at my past readings, very slow. Everything was so, it was so slow, it was going backwards. And we were all in a holding pattern. That's what I got. That the UK was in a holding pattern. But in the last one I got, it was about to speed up, like nuclear speed up. So let's see this week. What are we looking at? Okay, they're now in order. I'm slightly nervous. Okay, so overall, Fool card, new journeys. Because it's got the yellow, if you look at my card, look at my other video on colour symbology, this is us, this is the UK. Okay, we're going into a new path. We've had difficulties, and there may be more difficulties because he's not really out of the difficulties yet, but there is the yellow of manipulation, and but it's a self-empowering manipulation, and with the red we have the power that we need within us to step forward no matter what it brings. So the situation that we're in is an end of a cycle. I always class these as I mean, this is 10. It is a Wheel of Fortune sort of brother card, and we're going into a new cycle. So we've learnt everything that we needed in the past as far as energy, as we've all suited up. We've all suited up, and we're actually raring and ready to go. It's like everybody has been armed with the energy to move forward now. We've been woken up, and we are at the pit stop, knowing that the bell or the gun is about to be, oh, I shouldn't say that, you know, that thing, starting pistol is about to go. I mean, I'll probably get banned for that, but anyway, whatever. So in the past, Ace of Cups. So we were being given an opportunity from above to start afresh, because these are all my starts. Something's been given because you're on a new journey, and we have the wafer of the dove. It's a place of peace. We're being ushered into a time of blessing, and even the yods that are coming down are not yellow as they normally are, they're blue. And so this is a great ushering in time of great illumination, I feel, and joy. So now I'll take notice that it's upside down, but I don't generally. but these things are coming in fast. There is going to be an environment of everything moving quite fast now. To me, the race is on. The race is on. That's quite spectacular. We're going to see great change coming in. With the near future, your imagination, knows no bounds. I feel we're going to have a lot of things coming at us, and we've got to kind of be fairly fixed in our mindset of intuition and being intuitive of what's happening. But when it comes to sorry, get my words out today. This is kind of its brother card is the Chariot card, the teenager card. The choice is yours. And it's an empowered card. It's tons of energy, but it's all about you will get out of it what you decide to go for. And so let's look at an advice card, which it's all about going within, guys. The Hermit card. It's all about, I mean, I'm really doing a bad job here of advertising, but go look at my steps of intuition. It's all about, this is an individual, everybody's going to be affected individually and in the UK, and you're all going to have to find your own path, and that is going to be from looking at sort of the change and growth that's coming our way. This is birthing and death. This is a transitional period, and so letting go and surrendering to this new stage that's coming is going to be really important. So to clarify this card then, again, in this card he's being offered something, but the fours are really a new way of feeling. This is foundations that are coming in to offer stability. So be open to that new water that will be coming in, that will provide new foundations. So let's look at let's pull two cards. So for the overall, that was upside down. I shall think about it, but I'd like to do upright. Right, so let me have a look. Yeah, they're all upside down after this. So I'm going to pull them the right way. It's still about money and resources. You've got two very slowish energies on this one, but this person here knows that the resources are very, very important, but with the yellow background, he understands that he can create his own wealth. He understands that he can create his own resources. So look at ways that you can help over these next coming days, weeks or months, because when my guide gives me something, it's not about just within the time frame of 7 days. It's about a general, my guide speaks generally. So at the end of the day, look at your resources and take matters into your own hands. Don't wait for hands out. You're on this on your own. Okay? And with the Knight of Cups, something's being offered to us. What could that be? What could be offered to us? Freedom. So freedom is being offered to us. Escape. I mean, when I look at freedom, I think of choices, really, because without choice, you have no freedom. So something is being offered to us, and it's going to give us freedom. Okay, so I need to ask another question then. So we've got lots of choices here, haven't we? Okay, is this... I'm trying to think of a question. You see, for me, I'm a headliner girl. I'm not that interested in subtitles. If my guide turns around to me and says freedom, then I'm like, okay, fair enough. But I know some of you guys want to have something particular. So freedom in what? And this is going to correlate with this. Right. So here we have the Night Coming of Wands. It's sort of I won't say, there's so many words you can't say on YouTube. The do-or begins with D. Do-or. It's that, are you going to pick up your emotions and with your heart go towards freedom with all the strength that you can muster to change your world into how you want it to be? Because we need choice. We need freedom of choice. And it's going to come through communication. Because this guy here with the yellow and the red, he feels his worth. He's very young, he's very immature, but actually speaking out is what we need to do, and we need to do that en masse, really. I just, right, I'm going to pull now for the USA. My guide's already said you're going to get pretty much the same cards. That's what my guide said. So I don't know, I'm speaking out. We'll have to see. I could look an idiot, but but my guide did say that's relevant for the US as well. But could be wrong. So let's see. Okay, USA. I'm going to put the time, I'll have just put the timestamp there for you. Welcome to Age of Listening channel. Let's see what the week has in store for you. I've already pulled 3 cards and my guide said to keep them there. So that is about, you've got 3 archetypes here. You've got taking care of yourself in your own spirituality. You've got have faith, because just checking that, yeah, I'm all in order. That what will be as far as the earth goes, and also got that it is all mapped out. Everything is mapped out with the moon here, because it's got little constellations on it, and I got from that everything will be as it will be. And in the UK, there's a lot of stepping forward, a lot of movement, a lot of choosing. I'm going to sneeze, hold on. Sorry, I'd have paused. I sneezed so quickly I couldn't press it. I'm really sorry, hold on. Am I on again? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to sneeze again. Oh God, I'm sorry if that deafened you. Where's that come from? Okay, right, okay. So I forgot to light my candle. Okay, back again. Do you know what it is? When readers get into a role, excuse me, get into a run, we forget to swallow, we forget to breathe properly, and so without demystifying it all completely, we actually forget to do a lot of things, which is why we end up sneezing, coughing and choking, because we simply forget to swallow. Anyway, I'm all about demystifying on this channel. I don't believe in a lot of the woo-woo things that we do in the name of spirituality. I think you can demystify a lot of it. But anyway, that's just my personal thing. Okay, so now they are set. So you are invited, USA, to suit up, show up, and open up. And we have the Emperor. Wow, is that a good Emperor? Or is that you? This is the querent and the situation. I think that you are the Emperor, and I don't think you realise it fully yet, and you've got to walk into that Emperor, because Emperor is always about social structures and order that man has enforced in order to bring order into society. It's all man-made things, but it can be negative. But this is you. I'm going to stick to that as you. The past, oh gosh, the Magician. Magician is the trickster in the Tarot de Marseille, and the Rider-Waite-Smith, which is the Order of the Golden Order, changed it, and I think a deck before that changed it over to the Magician card. But basically, it's the manipulator of forces. The situation is all about resources and money and holding on to it. It's a very positive card. I see it as a positive card. Fours are always about foundations and stability. So we've got structure and stability here in two different ways, but this is about resources. In the past, you had the trickster, the magician, the master manipulator. And the present atmosphere is the high priestess. My goodness, you've got 4 female archetypes. Wow. The near future. Oh, excellent. So are we in camera here? Can you see that? Yes. So we have the star. Now, the star gives and receives. The star pours water back into the ether, but pours it also onto the land. So it's not so much balancing, it's about being given a resource through the waters of the living waters. It's being given to the population, but also back into itself of the universe. So to demystify that, this is the giving of gifts, and it's also about healing as well. So great healing. The high priestess is the thinker that the star emanates from. She is sitting there and mulling over her navel, and it activates the star to move forward in a practical sense. Wow. And we've got 1 and 2 progression. Usually you get the star after the Tower card. So this is a conduit. She's centered, and she brings in that healing Aquarius truths. Truths really comes to my mind. So let's look then at advice. Let's do that. So here with the what we have is the when I look at this, okay, I'll get there. 5s are about control and chaos and learning through friction. And so you are learning from friction that is happening at the moment. And you're going to be moving forward, but it'll be aided by a certain amount of competition. Right, okay, I'm trying to get this out. Conflict promotes change. So even though things seem a little bit unstable at the moment, it's this very conflict that's going to bring change within your institutions. Your institutions here are how you're coming up as the USA. And the USA, you've got incredible institutions, one of which is the Constitution. And there's conflict at the moment over it. But healing is coming. And freedom. Oh, holy moly. I just looked at it. Sorry. I pulled it just because I might do something. So I put that, so I thought I might clarify it later. So this is the sun, it's freedom. You've got star and the sun. Wow. So usually you have this great enlightenment, and then you have the moon card, which is, okay, you've got the enlightenment. Now let's work on the things that are hidden. And then you have the sun. That's the order it normally comes in. But here you have the star and the sun. So things are going to be illuminated. And healing is taking place. And to clarify that, you have the sun card. The sun being freedom and release. Things being opened up, doorways opening and release happening, and ego and will being mastered. Wow. So general, yeah, you're in a battle. Right now you are in a battle. This is the overall card. And we have here decision making, quick decision making. But it's a good card because he's wearing yellow underneath. So he is the master of his own future and he knows it. And because he's wearing green, there is stability and harmony there. And to clarify that, it's money. It's always about money. But here we have with the Pentacles, there's judgment coming. This is karma coming because he doesn't give to both. He only gives to one. Wow. So both incredibly positive cards. Both UK and America got the sun. What I see overall here though is battling together, where the UK was the individuals being called up to look at resources, and it was an individual battle, where with the US it's all of you together witnessing the instability of 5. Hold on to your resources. There is some there is secrets at the moment. You have had the trickster in the past. I sound ill, I'm not. It's just you breathe and we don't swallow. We end up accumulating phlegm in the back of our throat because we're not in our physical, we're in our intuitive side. So I forget to swallow. But it's leading to the healing with the illuminatory star, who nourishes back into the collective, but into the physical world. And through that chaos will come the sun. And it all needs to be done to America as a whole, as the institution of America. It has to happen. Right, I'll leave it there. All I want these readings to do is just to bless you, and just to know you're not forgotten, you're not alone, and yeah, just to bless you, just to make you understand that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Or people are worried about all sorts of different things, and my guy's perfectly aware of that. But the news that is being given to you, which is why I do these particular readings, is to say there is light at the end of the tunnel. So just chill, don't hold your breath, relax, chill out. Things are being played and there is a huge amount of action going along. Karma's coming, mattering to what you've done, because I know that when people look at this card they kind of see decision making and karma, but what you do now will affect your outcome. So I'm going to leave it like that. All right, okay, bye guys, love you to bits.